Ooh, Mr. President, can we do an audit of the press corps? Because I'm wondering who's paying these people and then who pays the people that pay these people. Because none of these people seem to be for the American public. I got some videos you got to see. Let's get to it. Hey, welcome back. Trey Trumpy McTrumpface. Hey, listen, I got tons of Trump stuff. He has been killing it with the media, but they have been asking for it. I really don't get it. We've got the biggest epidemic of our lifetime. Supposedly, the uproar of the economy stopping means it is. The effects of it means it is. But these media figures are asking questions that are just bizarre, and it's almost as if they don't really care. So Trump's putting them in their place, and I just kind of wanted to show you. Well, watch this.
When you say the Americans were scared, though, I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witness, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
Boom.
I think it's a very nasty question, and I think it's a very bad signal that you're putting out to the American people. The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope. And you're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast. I call it Comcast. Let me just for whom you work. Let me just tell you something. That's really bad reporting. And you ought to get back to reporting instead of sensationalism. Let's see if it works. It might and it might not. I happen to feel good about it, but who knows? I've been right a lot. Let's see what happens, John.
Can I get back to the science
Nice.
and logistics?
You ought to be ashamed of you.
You got to be ashamed of yourself. What a man. What a man. Says the things that need to be said to these bozos. That's all they are. They're bozos. All right, next clip. This one's great. This one where he calls out the person from China.
With China, are you cooperating with
I don't
China?
know. Who are you working for, China? Do you work for China, or are you with a newspaper? Who are you with?
Hong Kong Phoenix TV.
Who owns that, China? Is it owned by China?
Hong Kong.
No, is it owned by the state?
No, it's not. It's a private owned company.
Okay, good. Okay. Look, I'll let you know. I'll give you a good answer to that in a few months. I wanted to see what they do. Because it's time for them to help us, okay? It's time right now for China to help us. And hopefully they do. And if they don't, that's okay too. But we signed a deal. It was signed with great goodwill and spirit.
That's it. Are they going to abide by it? They don't seem to be being truthful with anything that they do. So why would they?
One of the biggest rating hits.
All right. So, this is actually about the Tiger King, and I wasn't even planning on playing it because I don't even want to waste your time, much less do we need to be wasting the president's time asking questions about Tiger King. Let's move to the next one.
WHO, that's the World Health
Defunding
Organization,
WHO.
receives vast amounts of money from the United States, and we pay for a majority, a biggest portion of their money. And they actually criticized and disagreed with my travel ban at the time I did it, and they were wrong. They've been wrong about a lot of things, and they had a lot of information early, and they didn't want to. They seem to be very China-centric.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to look into that, so we're going to look into it. We give a majority of the money that they get, and it's much more than the $58 million is a small portion of what they've gotten over the years. Sometimes they get much more than that. Sometimes it's for programs that they're doing, and it's much bigger numbers, and if the programs are good, that's great as far as we're concerned, but we want to look into it. World Health Organization, because they really are, they called it wrong. They called it wrong. They missed the call. They could have called it months earlier. They would have known. And they should have known. And they probably did know.
They did
we'll
know.
be looking into that very carefully. And we're going to put a hold on money spent to the WHO. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it. And we're going to see. It's a great thing if it works. But when they call every shot wrong, that's no good.
Man, no matter what, the Obama administration, how they got treated by the other countries, we always bowed down to them. It's so nice to have a leader, have a person who's actually in charge. This next one isn't even a video. It's just a little bit of a unbelievable. So the press corps, a group called the Free Press. The ridiculousness is, I mean, this stuff it writes itself. A group called Free Press is asking for censorship of Donald Trump's press conferences. Luckily, the FCC rejected the petition. Unbelievable. All right, so the backstory on this is Google, I guess with the Trump administration, we're going to build a website for a database for people who got corona or something like that. Anyway, the media got wind of it, didn't believe that Google actually did that, and started calling it fake news. So this is Donald Trump's response.
Because, as you know, they substantiated what I said on Friday.
Talking about Google.
The head of Google, who's a great gentleman, called us and he apologized. I don't know where the press got their fake news, but they got it someplace. But as you know, this is from Google. They put out a release, and you guys can figure it out yourselves and how that got out. And I'm sure you'll apologize. But
This guy.
It would be great if we could really give the news correctly. It would be so wonderful.
Absolutely.
I just had a phone
I'm with
call
you, President.
with a very
Unbelievable. These media figures are... All right, so this is another one where the media goes crazy.
Just checking on oil again today. I was wondering if...
oil.
Oh, this one's great. Calls this little twerp out. Oh, my goodness.
Mr. President, can I just checking on oil again today? I was wondering if...
Oil?
Yeah.
Where is it today?
Well, I was wondering if you...
No, where's the price? Give me the price.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
How can you ask a question when you don't know the price?
I'll look it up for you.
Okay, let me do somebody else then. Go ahead.
How do you charge
One colleague, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead, behind, please. Go
Yes,
ahead.
thank you, Mr. President.
No,
This is from
not you.
Bongino's
In front,
website.
please. Yeah.
Some states have had trouble with getting accurate death counts, particularly because of lack of testing or no uniform.
Did you see death counts?
Yes, because of lack of testing and no uniform system
I
to
don't know.
put that into.
When you say death counts, I think they're pretty accurate on the death count. Somebody dies, I think the states have been pretty accurate.
But if there's no testing.
That's a big deal, what you're just saying. No, the death counts, I think they're very, very accurate. I do say this, I think if you look at China and if you look at some of these very large countries, when you talk about cases, number of cases, I would be willing to bet they have more cases than we do, but they don't do the testing like we do. But you look at, you look at some of these certain countries, and I would be willing to bet a lot that they have more cases. But we're more accurate, and our testing is done very accurately, and we've got a good process. Did you have one? Yes, please.
Mr. President,
Oh, yeah.
you have been very consistently supportive of a payroll relief tax.
What, payroll?
Payroll relief. Now, I know you're still busy trying to implement
Right.
phase 3.
Finally, a
but
question
as
that
we
actually
move
means
towards
something.
Phase 4.
Yeah.
Are there still obstacles to that? Because that would put money in American pockets like
Yeah,
consistently.
you're right. I would love to see a payroll, good questions. I would love to see a payroll tax cut. And I think on behalf of the people, it would be quick. Now, it's a longer term, it's a longer time because it's over a period of a year or whatever you want to make it. But I would love to see a payroll tax cut. There are many people that would like to see it as a permanent tax cut, payroll tax cut.
Stopping it from
Well, the Democrats right now are stopping it.
What are their reasons?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they think it's good politics to stop it. But you'd get a lot of people, a lot of money immediately. The payroll tax cut would be a great thing for this country. I would like to have it regardless of this. But this would be a fantastic time to have the payroll tax cut. The Democrats are stopping it. But I don't think they're, I think there's a certain flexibility. I think it's something that we should do both for business and the people. But this would get money into the hands of small business immediately, money in the hands of people, the workers and people immediately. And it would be over an extended period, and it would be simple to do. It's so easy to do. It's a great tax cut, and I'd love you to speak to the Democrats, and let's get it done. So I'm going to give this now to Vice President Pence.
All right, so I do have some problems with him not calling out the wasteful spending if he wants to be, talk about government responsibilities, but that's a different story. So let's end on a hilarious note. This is our boy Trudeau. He says something that is so bizarre. He even calls himself out, but I guess because it was live, there was no changing it. And okay, so maybe we're going to change our nomenclature when it comes to talking about what comes out of our mouth as we speak.
Is okay. It protects others more than it protects you, because it prevents you from breathing or speaking moistly on them. Oh, what a terrible image. But it actually is.
What a terrible leader. That's all I'm going to say. All right, you all have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.